I think you guys are going to love what I'm going to do with these fireworks in this video. I have some Glittering Comets and Titanium Willows from SFX Fireworks as part of their Showline brand. So we have Glittering Comets, which are reloadable comet shells, and then Titanium Willows, which are traditional canister shells. I've had several different varieties of reloadable comets in the past, and what makes them so great is if you can't get your hands on Proline comets, these are fantastic substitutes. So all I'm going to be doing is mixing and matching the comets and the canister shells to make a comet aerial brake combination. Before we get started, I want to take a look at the effects and why this is so important. So a lot of times when you're looking at shells, maybe they're poorly labeled, maybe they just have a hodgepodge of effects. These are very specifically planned out. Gold strobing willow, green strobing willow, red strobing willow, and then it repeats. Gold, green, red. Grab the other kit. Same thing. Gold, green, red, gold, green, red. So you have multiple of the same effect in each kit as well as across kits in the same case. So I could easily plan out a bunch of green, red, or gold. Now let's take a look at the Titanium Willows. Upside down. Titanium Willow with green strobe, gold with red strobe, green strobe, gold, red strobe. So I can literally take the Titanium Willows with green strobe, mix it with my green strobing willow comets, same with the gold and same with the red. So that's what I'm going to be doing. When you're looking at the shells individually, nothing screams that this is not a canister shell. It weighs a little bit less than the Titanium Willow, which would make sense because it's just a comet. But otherwise, even looking at the description here, red strobing willow, I could see that being an aerial brake. So there's really no indicator other than the fact that it says comets on the packaging and the weight is a little bit lighter. That would tell me that's a comet. First row, we're doing one of each comet. Green, gold, red. We're going to do 4 seconds per foot fuse. That's mostly because I just want to see the 3 comets shot off. Don't really care if they're out of order or the timing is off. Oh, those are nice. Up next is green. We have green strobe willow as well as the Titanium Willow with green strobe. So I'm going to put the Titanium Willow in the middle and the 2 green comets on either side. For this row, we're using ½ second per foot fuse. The idea here is to rip this row as fast as possible. Because I'm still doing the fuse on top, we still might have variants where, for example, the left shot shoots before the middle shot. Willow in the middle. There's the willow. My shot to the right did not go. So the one that didn't go, you can kind of see it did catch, but the fuse broke. So I'm just going to go ahead and light it. Up next, we have the red strobing willow and Titanium Willow. We're going to do the same pattern, comets on the outside, Titanium Willow in the middle. However, we're going to change how we light them. So instead of using fuse to light all 3, I'm going to use these igniter clips I have. They're the Red Dragon igniters from pyroboom.com. These clip, if you're not familiar, these clip on to consumer visco fuse to light them. So I'm going to attach it right here. So that way it lights at this point and only has this far to travel before the shell leaves the tube, rather than lighting all the way up here and have all this burn time. I'm going to move the wire out the side. This allows me to open the mouth much wider. And then my goal is to clip it so it tapes like right here. So I'm going to clip it like that and gently close it. And you'll see now I can tape it to the top. And the reason I'm taping it on top here is because obviously I can't tape it on the side because it won't fit in the tube. Now you might think by taping it to the shell that's going to cause a problem. No, because I'm going to put strain relief on the wire so that way when the shell leaves, this will be left behind. So you might be asking, why do you have to secure this down? Well, if I didn't do this and this was taped to the shell, it's very possible that when the shell leaves, it pulls the module, because then the next point of contact is going to be where the wire plugs into the module, and we don't want to pull the module, have any issues with other stuff that is firing, or for example, just take the module and throw it across the field. Okay, this is with talons, so these all should go pretty quickly. Didn't look bad. Now there's a little bit of wind, so it took it. We've moved on to the gold strobing willow, and in this example, we are going to use firewire initiators to instantly ignite all 3 of these at the same time. What we've already done is going to be sufficient for most people. However, if you want exact timing control, this is going to be the way to go. We're going to follow the fuse down to where it goes into the lift charge. There, we're going to remove the fuse. I'm going to make a slightly bigger hole so that way we can insert our electric match with the shroud on it into the lift charge. And then that way, when this lights, that is going to be in the lift charge and it's going to instantly send the shell up. We'll do the same method of securing the wire so that way when the shell leaves, it doesn't take the wire or module with it. Okay, you see I already prepped that comet. I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'll normally take my brass saw and I kind of just rip the paper like that, so that way I can pull the fuse out. See, it just kind of opens it up. And sometimes you can just pull the fuse right out like that. Now that hole that's left behind is too small for the electric match shroud to fit in there. So I'm going to use my brass awl, which is a non-sparking brass tool, to make it slightly larger. Okay, you want to make sure it's non-sparking. That's large enough. I'm not going to insert the match until I'm outside. I'm in my pyro shop right now, so what I'm going to do is put a little piece of tape over those holes until we get outside, and then we'll tape the wire to the shell itself. Make sure that the wire has strain relief outside, so when the shell leaves, it doesn't pull my wire, my module, and these will go instantly. Now this is E-match. Instant. That was awesome. That's obviously the way to go if you need instant ignition.